Hi friends, today we are going to discuss about ABM's ninth chapter GDP concepts. What is GDP? It's the total market value of all final goods and services produced within the territory of a country within a year. What are the goods and services that is produced in India or some kind of territory in any of the country within a year, say from 2019 to 20, like that. So it is the total of all that is known as GDP. What is factor cost? So we will in this chapter we will see some terms like factor cost, market price, like that, because case studies are being coming from this and theory part is less in this, so we must understand the concepts and do the case studies. So what is factor cost? There is a factory that produces dress. We can consider an example like a factory is there that produces dress. For that we need raw materials, labor, land in which we pay rent, and money or loan in which we pay interest. So if we all together add and say one dress price is 1000 rupees, it's called factor cost. What is the price of the dress means? We will include all of this, right? That raw material price, then labor price, one portion of everything is being added in one dress, one particular material. So we have to pay everything. That is called factor cost. So what are the factors of production? Land, labor, capital, entrepreneur. These are the four factors of production. Then what is market price? When we goes to sell this dress, then we may need to pay indirect taxes, and maybe government gives some subsidies, right? So when if we are a producer, then we will go and sell the products that we produce. So what will happen? In the market we have to pay some tax, right? And sometimes government will say khadi products we are giving some subsidies, because nobody's less people are purchasing it, like that subsidies will be given, so that will be reduced. This is and adding this taxes and reducing subsidies makes it market price. So what is factor cost? Is including land, labor, entrepreneur, capital, etc. is factor cost. When indirect tax is added and subsidies is minus from this, it makes market price. So what is market price? Factor cost plus indirect tax minus subsidy. You could understand with the example, right? What is net indirect tax? Net indirect tax is equal to NIT is equal to indirect tax minus subsidy. That is net indirect tax. So leaving factor cost alone, indirect tax minus subsidy is known as net indirect tax. So market price is equal to factor cost plus net indirect tax. We can write like that also. So sometimes in question it will not be given indirect tax, it will be given net indirect tax. So you have to see the difference. Net factor income from abroad, that is NFIA, equal to income from abroad minus income to abroad. What is net factor income from abroad? Income from abroad and income to abroad. Domestic means within our country, you know that. National means domestic plus NFIA. National income means domestic income plus NFIA. So why I am writing all this? Because you will be needed in GDP calculations these terms, and you will easily remember the equations. For that only I am telling this. Next is depreciation. Loss or decay of product during the manufacturing or during its life is called depreciation. You know what it is, depreciation. Gross means total. You know what is gross income? like in our salary, gross salary means all together. Net salary is what we get in hand. Okay, that's net is equal to gross minus depreciation. Gross minus our cuttings is called net. You know that. For market price, so we have to calculate for factor cost as well as market price. Equations are there for factor cost as well as market price. GDP, GNP, NDP and NNP. 4 we have to calculate. What is GNP? GNP is GDP plus NFIA. So how to get GNP? How to remember the equation? GNP and GDP, right? So we will write is equal to GDP first. GNP is equal to GDP. Then we have to find whether we have to plus NFIA or minus depreciation. We have to find it out. So we will see what are the letters that is differing. GG is same, PP is same, right? From national we are getting from domestic we have to get national, right? Domestic means we have studied before. Domestic plus NFIA it will come. National is domestic plus NFIA. So what will happen? GDP plus NFIA will come. You understood, I think, what I meant. Next we can calculate NDP. First we will write NDP is equal to GDP. Then what will happen? DP is same. It is coming from gross we have to get. No, net we have to get. So to gross we have to minus depreciation, right? That we have seen before. So NDP is equal to GDP minus depreciation. Similarly, NNP. We have P only same. N is also changing. N to G and N to D both are changing. So what will happen? Plus NFIA minus depreciation both will come. Then NNP we have to calculate. What will happen? N and P is same. Only national we have to get. So we will add NFIA. You understood how to study the equations easily. Then one question is there. Please calculate yourself. I will show the question for some time so that you can calculate it. GDP 100,000 crore, depreciation 120 crore, income from abroad 140 crore, income to abroad 60 crore. Calculate GNP, NNP, NDP. Next, what is GDP computation methods? What are the computation methods? GDP, all these questions are very important in this chapter, so study GDP very well. GDP is equal to, there are two methods, expenditure methods. First I am telling about expenditure method. GDP is equal to consumption plus gross investment plus government spending plus export minus import. So in letters we can write as GDP is equal to C plus I plus G sig X minus M. X minus M you will be able to remember. Sig you have to remember. C plus I plus G sig. Cigarette you can think like that. Sig. C is consumption, gross investment, I is investment, G is government spending, X minus M is export minus import. It is the expenditure approach. If these things are given in question, you have to find it in this method. Otherwise, it will be given like depreciation, GDP is this much, income from abroad. Like that it is given means you have to calculate that method. Like this methods, GDP, NNP, like that. Otherwise you have to use expenditure method. So we have to understand the question and then follow. So in each term what are the things coming, we will see. In consumption, see what are the things coming. Personal expenditure, food, household, medical, rent, etc. These personal things are coming in consumption, what we consume. Next, gross investment. Business investments like house construction, purchasing new machines, equipments for factory, purchasing software, etc. So what we invest, sorry. So what we invest in business, that is called gross investment, like house construction, purchasing machines, software, etc. It does not include financial product investment as it comes in savings. So it will not come in investment. Financial investment does not come in this. What is government spending? Salary to public servants, purchasing weapons for military, etc. It doesn't include payments to social security or unemployment benefits. So what government spends for servants, purchasing weapons, like that. So it will not come for government security schemes like PMJJBY, like that. We have some products, right? It will not come in that. So this is called expenditure approach. C plus I plus G, X minus M. Next is income approach. It's the sum of compensation of employees, property income, and production tax and depreciation. So only these things will be given, means you have to calculate through income approach. That is, if question it is asked, calculate through income approach, you can do it. But it is not given, means, and only these things are given, you have to think income approach. So what is it? Comes sum of compensation to employees, that is the salary given to employees, property income, and production tax. This much we have to add, and minus depreciation. Okay, it is the sum. Depreciation will always be cut from the total. So this is the income approach. So in this compensation of employees means wages, salaries, and other incentives that are given. Property income, what will come? Corporate profits, rents, proprietor's income. These things will come. Corporate profit, rents, proprietor income will come in property income. Then this is the second method. Tax, depreciation, okay. So income approach, what are the things? A compensation of employees, property income, and production tax minus depreciation. Third approach is product approach. For getting GDP product wise, we have to total 8 sectors and we calculate how much has been produced in each sector, and then we aggregate it into GDP figure. In product approach, what we do is we will add all the sectors GDP, then we will take the total aggregate. It is known as product approach. There are 3 methods. So what are the 3 methods? Expenditure approach, CIG into X minus M into X minus M. Then income approach, we have to sum of compensation of employees, property income, and production tax and depreciation. And product approach, we have to total all the sectors product aggregate GDP, and we'll take the aggregate. In that it comes real GDP and nominal GDP. What is real GDP? GDP at a constant price based on some base year. Like we will say the base year is 2005. I will do the numericals, then you will understand it clearly afterwards. Based on some base year, like base year we say it is 2005. So when we say to calculate GDP, what you have to do is take the base of 2005 and calculate for every year. We will say to calculate GDP of 2010, then we have to compare the GDP of 2005 and then calculate 2010. Like that we have to calculate for real GDP or GDP at constant price. Today's output based on yesterday's value. Okay. Not include inflation, reflects real growth. It does not include any inflation and reflects real growth. What is nominal GDP then? GDP at current price based on current value. So in nominal GDP, if we say that calculate GDP of 2010, then what we will do? We will calculate the GDP of 2010 itself, comparing 2010, not 2005. Okay, I think you understood the difference. Calculated based on today's value in nominal GDP. In real GDP, it is on base yesterday's value or base value, right? Now, what is GDP deflator? GDP deflator is equal to nominal GDP by real GDP into 100. For GDP deflator calculation, you must understand the difference between nominal GDP and real GDP. So, real GDP will have a base year, nominal GDP will have current year. Real is coming in down, that is base, so you can say it is base year. Nominal is coming up, so it is current into 100. GDP deflator. Questions are being asked, but for 2-3 times last time this nominal and real GDP questions were not asked, but it has been asked before, so you have to study it. Next, what is GDP utility? GDP is an aggregate measure. It doesn't speak anything about how the GDP is distributed among population of the country. Thus, a country may have high GDP but skewed distribution of income. Such inequality leads to social tension. What happens is GDP is the aggregate measure, right? Full total whole of the country. But it doesn't mean how it is being distributed. Like in one state it is high, in one state it is low. Like that, it is not distributed equally. It is not distributed equally. Inequality lead to social tension. And what happens? High GDP doesn't mean country is growing high. The growth of the country is good. Not like that. If GDP is high, doesn't show that everybody is having equal income or income is equally distributed. Not like that. There could be a regional disparity with few developed states contributing more to the country. See, in some states GDP will be contributing more, in some less developed state contribute less to the country, right? It is calculated in the country wise, so some states will give less, some will give more, and this is common in India. High GDP doesn't necessarily imply higher welfare. That doesn't mean country is in a welfare state. Okay, so GDP should be collaborated with a human development index also. GDP doesn't reflect the total income of a country. If country is an export oriented economy like in Southeast Asian countries, GNP is more accurate. So if it is an export country, exporting more exporting country, then GNP will calculate more. Like GNP is from abroad, like that, to abroad. So what is green GDP? It's a new concept. A country may achieve high GDP but at the cost of environment degradation. So what happens? GDP will be very high, but what will happen? Industries and like that things will come, environment will be degraded. So environment issues are very sensitive today. Models are developed which can measure green GDP. So what government is or the world is criticizing, emphasizing that we have to bring green GDP. Without environment degradation, we have to increase our GDP, and many models are being developed. So I think you understood the chapter GDP. Please go through the chapter very well. It's a very important chapter. Thank you.